Hi y'all, it's me. I am here with a project video. It's a swap creations video, things I've created for a swap that I'm in. And you might want to get something to drink and relax. It's going to take a bit. There's quite a lot to show you. But this swap is hosted by Patty, who is Mommy and Me Crafts here on YouTube, and Roxy, who is Hello, It's Me, Roxy. You can find them both on Instagram and YouTube. The swap was called Hugs and Kisses. It's a one-on-one swap. You can hashtag XOXO if anyone's used it, xoxoswap, and see what maybe everyone else has created. There's quite a few people in this swap. Again, it was one-on-one, and my partner is Tracey, who is Ties Creates, here on YouTube and Instagram. You'll probably see this. Of course, you'll see it after she gets it. I don't want to post it before she gets it, so she'll be surprised. I didn't even do any sneak peeks in our group chat. Anyhow, so the theme of this was Valentine's Day. You were to use the Valentine's collection. You were also to have sweet treats as the part of the other theme. We had to create a mailbox. You could either buy one, make one, alter one, whatever, but it had to be a mailbox with stuff in it. We had to create a memory decks card, a shaker, a greeting card, 5 die cuts, a crafter's choice item, and a $10 to $20 store-bought something for your partner. So, with that said, I decided to, I don't know about y'all, but this year I thought all the Valentine collections looked like throwbacks of last year. They don't look like they were anything really new, even though they're claimed new, but I don't know. I wasn't impressed. So I dug through my Valentine's stuff, and I found a collection from Doodlebug that I've been hoarding. As y'all know, I'm not a big fan of Doodlebug, but when this collection came out and I saw there were so many cute patterns and not cutesy little critters all over the place, I had to get it. So it's called Love Notes. They don't make it anymore, and I decided it's now or never. I either take it out and use it, or it's going to sit there in my stash. So I decided to use it. It's such a fun collection. So with that, I decided to go ahead and get her greeting card done, and it's this one here. And I used a KS Craft Galentine. This is, I think, a Sizzix or Spellbinder. I don't know who made this die. It was an ice cream cone. I just made it into a double-layered ice cream cone. Used glitter paper. These puffy hearts are from the same collection. As you can see, it matches the Doodlebug paper. This was cut with a die from my stash from a company I used to design for called Diamond Dies. I did the cherry with glitter. I just think it's so cute and simple. It's, it's a sweet treat theme. And then on the inside, I did Happy Hearts Day and wrote her a little note in there and put some of the same puffy hearts around on the interior. So that was the card I created for her. The 5 die cuts that I created, I'll share with you those. Now, I may have got this assignment wrong. I don't know if we were supposed to make 5 die cuts and put them together or send the die cuts, but I was in Patty's swap before, and it was a die cut swap, and we had to include die cuts. So I'm assuming that's what this is, and it's a Valentine theme. So I went through and pulled out some dies that I thought Tracey might like for Valentine's. So I'm going to lay them down here, and sorry if they're moving. I'll show them better in a second here. They're moving around. Trying not for that to happen, but they're just loose on this paper. So I made her 5 of each item because I figured she could decorate them up and play with them, however she chose. So this very first one, see if I don't move them too much, that's a Marianne's Creatable die right here. It doesn't have a name. It's just a tag with little hearts on the topper, and that's a separate piece, so it's kind of cute. I mixed the colors just so you could see them better. This one here, it's a double heart, and it's this one here, and that is a KS Craft die right here, and it's a shaker, but I didn't use it that way. Just cut the die pieces for her. This one over here, it's an envelope, and if you fold that, it makes a pocket, and then you put that little heart-shaped card in it. Sorry, I'm trying to move some stuff because they're all sliding into each other. This is the card that goes in the pocket, and that particular die was from In Love Arts when I used to be on their design team. So that's that. And then let me move this out of the way. Sorry, I'm trying to do this, but this is not easy with these loose die cuts all over the place. This one here, the little boy and girl kissing, so cute. Again, this is with a company I used to design for called Diamond Eyes, and I just had to include this. If you look really closely, the little girl has a puppy, and then it has a little heart in the leash right there. So cute, and they kiss. So I put them in many colors. And then, sorry, last but not least is this one here, and these are primitive hearts from Impression Obsession. And so I just cut out two of the two sizes, and she can mix and match or use them individually, however she chooses. That's up to her. So that was one of the other requirements that I got for her. Again, I have to package everything up yet, so I'll get to that eventually. Eventually. There's so much going on right now, it's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. The first thing I created was a shaker, and this is the shaker I created. I think it came out super cute. It's a Polaroid. Now, I don't do a lot of this stuff, so these are foreign objects to me when I have to do that. I just hope I get the project right. But anyway, I used some tulle, a piece of ephemera. This die is a Polaroid die I have in my stash. I thought that window was perfect to put the 14 in, which is a doodlebug thing. So I did that. I don't know if you look, but I had to stitch. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I did that without going off the edge. But I did. I stitched all the way around. I'm so proud of me. Anyway, I put a piece of ephemera there. The shaker bits are from a KS Craft die that has cupids and lips and whatever. So that's on the inside. Here I layered some tulle, some ephemera pieces, a doily from Doodlebug. Another piece here, I glued a tiny heart right there, and that came from one of those envelopes. And then I made a little bead dangle on there. I just thought that kind of rounded it off cutely, and that is that shaker. So I think it's pretty cute, and it goes with this whole collection. Okay, the next thing, another foreign object to me are memory decks cards. The last time I did one, I made it, and it was Jumbotronic. It was for Eileen. So anyhow, I'll show you what this is once I start taking it apart. It's pretty layered up right now with all the goodies inside, but it's an envelope. I created the envelope, and I have the Heidi Swap punch that makes the holes for that, so I just punched it once I was done. I used ephemera bits. This is from an Impression Obsession die. I added some bling, some more ephemera bits, some tulle, some bling, and then I stitched here also, and oh gosh, around these little pieces. Oh, but I did it. So anyway, she can either leave this as is, or she can take stuff out. Now let me take stuff out. This is a die that I had from Panalisa. It was a clipboard, so I took one of the ephemera pieces from the paper collection, and I decided to cut it smaller to fit the clipboard. I raised that little thing up on heshy beads so that it would make it look like a clipboard. This was part of the clipboard, the little paper clip. I just pieced it together. And then this is also from a die from them, but I put it here because these two items are in this collection in the ephemera, exactly like hearts and same thing, clipboard. So that was that. I put a tag that had a sweet treat on it so she can use that. I made a shaker, a little shaker in there, and that's a sweet treat, and it has a heart instead of a cherry, little bling in there, and I used the paper collection. I also had to piece that straw together because it doesn't come like that. But that was fun. But anyway, I got that die on Ally, and I have a video on it somewhere in my stash or in my videos. And here's what I created. So I made the envelope, and I left this as a open so I could make it into a shaker with some tulle and some, sequins and whatnot. I sewed the entire thing, like I said, all the way around the envelope. So she can, like I said, use it to put stuff in or leave it empty or leave what I made in there. And this is the back of it. So I think it came out pretty well, considering, as I said, I'm not much of a maker of memory decks cards. But that was my memory decks card for her. And then my crafter's choice. So I already sent her something. It was like a hi, getting to know you. Thanks for being my partner. It was a mail bag that I created out of felt, and I'll link that video down below in case you missed it. It's really cute, and it just had a small card that I made her in there, and I figured, it was part of my crafter's choice and a nice way to say hello, but I wanted to make her something else, so I followed a tutorial by Amber, who is Lyric Paper Lover, I think, here on YouTube. That's her screen name. And she showed how to make a little photo album or journal, and I decided I wanted to make one for Tracey, so this is what I created for her, and I figured she could use it as a photo album or a February daily, and I'll show something in the inside when I get there. But I attached some beaded charm dangles that I put here with a little love on there. This one is just beads with a little flower at the end, and then this one has heart beads, and then her initial at the bottom, the T. So I thought that was pretty cute, and she can leave that on or take it off. I have some store-bought clips up here, which you'll see later. This is an ephemera piece from the collection. This is from Dollar Tree. They had a sweet treat kind of sticker collection, so I put that there. When you open it up, it's all filled with just pages to decorate and have fun with. Like I said, she can make it a photo album or a December daily. On every page that was solid, I stitched on the edges so it would have some detail, because otherwise it looked boring. So these are just all different pieces of paper from the collection. And then when you get to the center of the first signature, you run into this here. And this is a little folder. And when you open it up, I've got a lot of tags and stuff in here, a little ice cream clip there. There's some ephemera pieces in there. There's a bag, a doodlebug bag with ephemera pieces in it. I put some clear pockets in here from the Target bin, so if she wanted to add one to the front or back cover, she could do that to put stuff in. There's some other ephemera, some other clips. And then it just continues with paper through the first one. And then the same with the second signature. I made this in a day. It was so easy and fun to create. It's just one of those non-think about things, just do it. Here's the second folder, and this one has the clip from Dollar Tree. And inside I cut all the numbers out for her from 1 to 28, so if she wants to number the pages as a February daily, she can do that. These are some of the stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. I thought they were appropriate since they're sweet treats kind of stuff. Over here, there's some more sweet treat stuff, tags, some clips. There's some little heart picks. This is a lip, and then there's these tiny ones that have hearts on them. And then it's just continuous paper, solid pattern until you get to the end. And that's the back. And I think it is so adorable. I want to make one for myself when I have a minute. I'm quite busy right now, but I think that's a really cute little thing as my crafter's choice, along with the other one that I sent. And now, I'm still not halfway through, y'all, so hang in there. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Okay, we had to do a mailbox. It could have been store-bought and altered, or make it yourself, or whatever. I didn't want to make that traditional one that's, half round and flat on the bottom. I wanted to try something different, so when I was looking at the ephemera, I noticed that they had this mailbox right here, and I thought, okay, maybe I can make that. It can't be that hard. I had a fight with it, let me tell you. But anyway, that's where I got the idea for what I made. And so the first thing I had to do was had to make a template. And so this was the one I made, and I thought, oh, this is the one I'll use because it's made and it came together the way I thought it would, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, how am I going to get this covered with paper? It's going to be impossible and blah, blah, blah. So I have to make another one. Plus, I didn't like the orientation of the door. I changed that, which I'll show you in a minute. So anyway, I went ahead and made it, and then I thought, nope. So then I did it again, but before I put it together, I covered all the chipboard with paper so that when I put it together, it would all be done except for decorating further, correct? So that wasn't easy either. When I did that, of course, it made the chipboard thicker, so the seams didn't come together nicely, and you'll see how I remedied that in just a moment here. So here is my mailbox, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to kind of do it angled so you can see the whole thing first. It measures 10 by 7, I think, something like that. It's quite large. And And I think it came out pretty good. Again, I struggled with this. I had a fight with it, but let me start at the top. So I used the collection to cover here. This is from a button maker. I just made it with cardstock so it would mimic that. You see that thing here? It has that little bump on the top there with a birdie on it. So I wanted that. So I made sure to do that, and I also made sure to include these flaps on the side because that's just the way they made it. And then up here I put some ephemera. These are all flowers I cut from my stash, and I put glitter in the middle. This is triple layered ephemera piece. I put glossy accents on all the black areas. I layered up the paper. This is a piece of ephemera. These are diamond dots. I glued one at a time to put something around the mouth of this. I didn't want to leave it bare. Some more ephemera pieces from the collection with some flowers that I made with glittered centers. Again, I put glossy accents on the eyes and stuff. This here, I think there's 3 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. I layered this up and used some of the ephemera, some diamond dots in the corners. This stencil was texture paste. I put that on with texture paste, and it's from a die that is a mailbox, and I want to tell you all about that in another video, but that's where this came from, and I'll explain further in another video. Anyway, I cut some hearts and glittered those and put those there and added some more bling. And then this box opens like this, so she can get in and out easily, access. She can put stuff in and let it fall down. I used a Tyvek kind of product down here that I have in my stash to so that this would be able to open and close without tearing, because that is going to be the case if she decides to open and close it a lot. And I think it came out really cute. The other thing I didn't mention is, so where the seams were, it was thick and it didn't look good to me, so I crocheted. Yes, I crocheted a single stitch chain, and I went all the way around, not once, but twice, on all the seams, so it would cover up those seams. It just was bugging me. And that's the back. I have to put my name thing on there. But yeah, I put a double single chain crocheted stitching all around the edges. So yeah, it was a challenge, but I am so happy with it, and I hope she will be too when she sees this. I hope she likes it as much as I enjoyed creating it for her, even though I had issues. Now let me get into the other stuff I've made, because I want to show you what else. I didn't make anything else. I bought everything else. This is stuff she's getting from me. So I also wanted to include some of these Valentine beads, and someone just loaded a video on these. I don't remember who it was, but you put them in these. These are pretzel wrappers that you can get at the baking section of wherever. And you just put the beads in there and tie a bow, and they look like little candies. And since this is a sweet treat theme, I thought that was a cute way to present those. I still have to wrap everything like I said, but that's coming. I got her this gumball machine at the store. I thought that would be cute to throw in there. I got her this from the Target Dollar Spot, the cupcake. Again, matching the theme. I found this cute little cup. It looks like a cupcake, and I thought that would be appropriate as well. I found this at the dollar store, the 99-cent only store, and I had to get it for her. It's so cute. It's one of those wood decor pieces that you set, around your house, but it has a heart thing here with the balls in it. So I thought it was just so cute. I got one for myself too. I figured she could take those off and fix it later or do however she wanted. I bought some of these for me. You may have seen them in a haul video that I did, but I got them for her as well because they are just too stinking cute. This is a cupcake, and this is a shake, and with a little kiss. So cute, and these are so nicely made. They were from Dollar Tree, but they're so nicely made, and I'm really happy to add those to her package. I am also giving her a lot of pom-pom trim in these colors right here. I figured that's the colors I seem to be working with, so I'm giving her these. And then I bought her a couple of pair of socks from the 99 only. They had some cute ones, so they look cozy and comfy, so I grabbed her a couple of those. I have a a die that I'm going to give to her, and it's a sweet treat kind of die with the little donut there. Thought that's a great size for embellishments. I had this in my stash, and I figured I was just going to give it to her because I've never used it. It's got some ice cream cones and popsicles, and then an ice cream cone stamp. And then lastly, and to complete this haul, I bought her something I thought was nice. Instead of just craft stuff, I got her a wallet. And I thought it was so cute. The stitching is hearts, and so is this clasp thingy here. And those hearts go all the way around. And then I put a $1 bill in there. I hope she always has money in her wallet, and that is what you are doing when you give a wallet as a gift. You should always include $1 and ask them to keep it in there. But I thought this was such a nice gift to give on top of everything else, something that was personal that she could use and enjoy. So there you go, y'all. I'm thank you so much for hanging around if you stayed this whole time. It was truly a labor of love. You know, this in itself was a labor of love. And again, I'm not much of a, memory decks and all that kind of maker, but I did my best, and I hope she loves everything. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.